Hello, Misfits, and welcome back to the world of Aurelia. You are listening to episode 33 of the current campaign. Hope you enjoy.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn off wherever this song is. Yeah. Okay. Off. And okay, we can okay. So, the last time we were all together, the party finally on I think their 6th iteration of the loop finally got in, killed all the things, destroyed the giant crystal, kind of restoring time to its natural progression. Found a couple of things in Ipsfort Manor, a pair of interesting looking goggles, took some notes and papers and books, had a daring escape from the manor itself, and then eventually returned to the market. And Lonnie, there were some messages exchanged with Casimir, some revelations, and we ended with the party sitting around eating some lovely cinnamon rolls when they noticed an extra person enjoying a cinnamon roll with them, the one and only ever lovely Baba. So, here we are.
I'm gonna be honest, I totally forgot that we ended with Baba.
Yeah, I did too.
Yep. So he's just sitting there munching on some cinnamon rolls. That was you did so well, honestly. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Baba. I thought we handled it pretty ably.
So you like the cinnamon rolls?
They're quite good, actually. Wait a minute, I'm trying to think of the last time that I've had a cinnamon roll. I can't imagine. Really. When would that have been? 200, 300 years, maybe?
Did they have cinnamon rolls back then?
Retweet. Yeah, what?
Do you think they just invented bread, sugar, and cinnamon? Do you think
I don't
they just
know.
invented that combination?
I don't know. I haven't been around that long.
Did these cinnamon rolls have like the icing on them? Like the vanilla glaze?
I mean, it wasn't these exact cinnamon rolls. They would have been different cinnamon rolls. Otherwise, I would really question the health and safety of this food stall.
So I was asking Amanda, but like, honestly, I'm fine with that answer.
You're gonna
I feel
have
like
to
Baba is just an avatar of Amanda's insanity.
Oh,
I like
man.
it better this way.
Oh, so good. That's great.
Amazing.
Oh man, Baba, what were they doing with the piece of your house?
Clearly nothing good.
Fair.
So nice.
They do what anybody does when they find a piece of my house. They experiment on it and extort it for magical, I don't know, stuff. Thanks for destroying that, by the way. It really helped me out there. Kind of took care of some things.
Can I insight check that statement of they did what people normally do when they find a piece of my house?
Sure.
That's a dirty one.
A dirty one.
A dirty one.
You're trying to sort of suss out if he's telling the truth or not, but you get lost in his silvery beard and notice that there are little birds that are nestled in it, and it's just very distracting.
It's really trippy having +4 insight one night and then -2 insight.
I'm gonna ask, Baba, is that your house? And I'm gonna point up in the sky at what is it called? The little
The crystal?
The
the crystal. Yeah,
The Forbidden Isles.
the Forbidden Isles. Thank you.
He follows your hand and finger up at the crystal. Well, what do you know? It is amazing. How did you make such a connection?
He's being sarcastic, right?
Who knows with him?
No, is he?
Roll
I
insight.
feel like-
No, he
I feel like
couldn't
Baba
say
Yaga's
it.
always serious.
I just wanted. I mean, I assumed that. I just wanted confirmation.
Do you live
I
in the
will
crystal?
give you no confirmation on whether he was being sarcastic or not.
I'm gonna ask, do you live in the crystal?
Well, who can live in a crystal?
Well, that's why I was confused. So do you live on it?
In it,
Not
on it,
asking.
around it, near it. Eh,
So just general
Words.
proximity to the crystal.
sure.
Okay.
Amazing.
Listen, I appreciate y'all helping out with this little situation. Now, there's something else that I think y'all could maybe assist with just a little bit.
Sure.
Kind of needing some cooperation from some various entities, and I think y'all are a bit better with the words than I am. I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes I have a tendency to ramble, and I seem to lose people from time to time. Just so,
Who are
I
the
need
entities?
your help.
What do you need help with, Baba?
Yeah, Baba Yags. What is it?
There's a problem that needs some fixing, but I'm gonna need some large-scale cooperation to get that to work out. So,
Well, this is a great time for large-scale cooperation
Let me tell you.
in the middle of a war.
there's no time like the present. And what is the present but a gift to us all?
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
Get on with it! Get on with it! Boo!
That was
That
a bad
was-
joke, Baba.
That was the best reaction I could have put. Yeah, so the people I need you to talk to, they're less people and more like gods and deities.
Oh, great.
Uh-huh.
Like you.
Interesting assumption.
Huh.
Funny. No, you, and he points at you, Karak. I think if you could just have a talk with Mel, that would be great. She's not too fond of me sometimes, and I think she likes you.
They're more connected.
Connected?
That's a big compliment that she likes you.
Yeah,
I
Carrie.
guess.
And then Baba will look at you, Elzaris. I think there's someone you could talk to as well.
No.
Good luck with that one.
Oh no!
There's one more, but I've got to work out how to contact that one. But anyway, that's kind of the gist. I'm probably just gonna skedaddle. Do you need anything?
Wait, what do they need to
Yeah.
ask them to cooperate on?
Yes.
As someone who is not doing anything, I'm just curious.
As someone who must speak with his deity, what is it exactly that I need to ask Melora for?
Yes, what indeed? How to word this? Let's see. I think if you just approach them and say, that, there's something that was more or less just a bit imperfect the first time around and kind of needs to be undone, but kind of needs some help to undo the thing, then, they'll probably put two and two together, maybe? I don't know.
I am
Point him in my
thoroughly
direction.
confused, but I will
Can you repeat
let
that?
her
I'm
know.
sorry.
Of course, Emily writing everything down word
I
for word.
know that was a bit imperfect the first time around.
Needs to be redone.
Imperfect. Needs to be undone.
Undone.
There's something that was a bit imperfect the first time around and needs to be undone. Is that it?
Yeah.
Probably referring to the collapse or something.
That was my thought too.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming too.
They don't need all the details. Anyway, any other questions? I'm probably just gonna, you know, do what I do.
What is it that you do, Baba?
Great question.
Questions are good.
Questions. Watch, listen, nudge a few things. It depends.
He's the watcher.
Like a god?
You're so funny.
You're funny, Baba.
Yeah.
Demigod then?
He strokes his beard and a couple birds kind of nudge out of the way. Out of the way of his hands. Alright, well, enjoy your cinnamon rolls. And he just,
You
like,
too!
apparates away.
Bye!
So that was weird.
Isn't it
Baba's
always?
weird.
Oh god, I'm always in
True.
stitches when we talked about this.
But it's always such a time.
Never a dull moment. That's
I don't
for
understand
sure.
though. Why? I mean, gods can talk to each other, right? Right?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. He said they didn't seem to like him very much, though. So
At least the Wild Mother doesn't like him that much.
Okay. Well, I guess
Yeah,
that
she
makes
likes
more
See if
you,
I
though.
can.
That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Apparently.
very curious.
I mean, I kind of am a priest, so.
A simple priest.
A simple priest.
I am but a simple priest.
comes with the territory.
I am but a simple priest.
Oh, good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we did that thing we needed to do, at least.
Woohoo.
So, you are on the market, and
Ooh.
I'll say they are preparing to, I guess, take off or whatever. And Lonnie will walk up to you. So, it seems you guys are kind of on this side of the world for right now. Can we maybe help you get anywhere? Or you gonna go on foot? Or what's your
I
plan?
think we shouldn't go on foot. We should not go on foot. If
No,
we
that would
go
take
into the
forever.
doors off,
Sorry, say that again.
Where are y'all going, Lonnie?
Well, I mean, eventually we're gonna have to get a little closer to the capital. But I mean, I don't know, we're probably gonna take a little bit of time getting there. just because, well, it's a, kind of a tough place to go to.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. We're thinking of heading closer to the capital as well. Not to the capital, but closer. I wonder. I
Well,
wonder
that's-
if we could kill
That
two birds
seems,
with one stone.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're probably, sounds like we're probably headed in the same general direction, so at the very least, we can drop you off and, if you get in a bind, you know the sort to contact, so.
Sure. Do you have an idea of where exactly? If you don't, it's fine. I was just curious.
We were probably going to. We probably won't go to Bexhill itself, but kind of a bit towards Bexhill before heading west and cutting inward. So,
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of where we're headed, right?
Yeah. We were thinking to go to Tyloch. So that would line up actually really well.
That's very doable.
Okay. We appreciate that so much, Lonnie.
We do what we can.
And as soon as this interaction's over, I have something, but I'll wait until people are done talking to them.
Well, if you need anything else, we're around. We're just taking off.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I want to find Tanari, and we can be in private. Should we be in private? I don't know. Sure, maybe. If people want to listen, if they want to like try and listen, they can. I guess. I want to find Tanari and just like be like, hey, do you have any idea? Like, I mean, I know it's a ways out, but it's got me thinking. What the hell do we say to our parents?
Yeah, I've literally been thinking about this the entire week. Like, I have no idea.
Because I know you don't tell your parents a lot. I don't tell them everything. I certainly haven't told them anything about our suspicions of the Enclave or the Empire. So
No, not at all.
So I don't know what.
I don't know. I'm kind of trying to work out, because in my last letter home, I told them I found Cope.
Oh God.
That's gonna be fun.
No.
Great.
My heart just broke all over again.
I know, God.
Actually, I think it was a
about that
couple
too.
letters ago, but like we've been on the move so much, so I haven't been able to
Right.
like hear back from them or anything.
Right.
And I guess in our time, that like kind of just happened without all of the days rewinding.
More recent than we think. You know?
Yeah.
I think maybe y'all sent a letter. A couple of y'all sent some letters right before y'all teleported, so maybe about a week has passed
I was wondering if it was
since
that.
sending that. And
Okay.
y'all sent them via birds, so
Yes.
they probably haven't received. You might be able to intercept it, actually.
You know,
Something to consider.
No, I mean for sure.
well, I told them in the first letter that I found him,
That's true. Yeah.
so they probably would have gotten that by now.
Well,
Yeah.
I went back and looked. It was like back when Mortimer was our point of contact.
bless.
Right. You
Yeah.
told them that you found him at the Capitol. I don't think you necessarily
I was very
updated-
vague. I don't think I even put his name in there, like on purpose.
Yeah, and I don't know if you ever really updated them on like the situation regarding him and like
I did not at all. I was like,
him
things are
traveling
weird.
with y'all and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, I just said I found him and things are weird. I went
Yeah.
back and looked this morning
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
because I figured that would come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what to tell our parents. I told them that we had other people that we were adventuring with. I mentioned that you were part of the party.
Yeah, same. I mentioned
I think I told them we were moving around a lot.
yeah. I mean, what I'm gonna do is just not lead with any information. And
what I'm gonna do is be vague as hell.
and then inevitably my mom is gonna ask a lot of questions.
Fuck. Y'all, my parents can read my mind.
Oh my god.
But
Wait, can they read your mind from like all the way out here, or do they have to be
no,
like
it would have to
close?
be in person. But like,
Oh no.
Okay, well then this conversation's over. I just need to figure out what to do. Okay.
I just thought about that. Damn it.
How do we roleplay that?
I have no idea.
Asking for a friend.
For the end of me. Alright.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Asking for a friend. I'm dead.
I'm
Molly, can you?
I'm sorry. I will. You know what? But when, if, ooh,
So we should
I
talk to your parents first.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I won't leave with a lot of information, but of course they're gonna ask questions, and I'll just maybe lie by mission. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It actually scares me quite a lot because I just don't think they would believe me if I told them everything that we know about the Empress. And I
How does your town feel about the Empress? Oh wait, I'm not in this conversation.
not there,
Never
no.
mind.
But
I mean, we're a pretty small town. We probably don't have a lot of
that's the thing. We're a
major
small town.
opinions.
We're a small town. We're not quite up the capital's asshole, but like, you know, we're close enough to where like we have general favor for the
Yeah.
for the school,
Yeah.
I'd say.
You're
But we're not-
definitely in Amory. Like Tyloch is definitely a part of Amory, and so like its loyalty would be technically to the crown. But yeah,
Right.
it's a very small town, so it's like on the totem pole of importance to the crown. Like
We're pretty small.
very, very much at the bottom.
Right. So anyway, I don't know, but you know, if things go bad with your family, I want you to know that I can be there, and if you'd rather not, that's okay, because I don't know if that would make it better or worse, but I just would hate for you to suffer that alone. I can
Oh,
imagine.
thanks.
I can imagine my parents reading my mind. That would be the worst. But okay.
Oh man.
I just thought about all the repercussions of that growing up. Like, I wouldn't have gotten away with shit.
You know, no.
Lying is not something that your family really does.
No.
Because you can't.
Yeah.
You cannot. That's funny. I didn't even realize that.
Mm.
I've been thinking about this all week, and that just now occurred to me.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
Oh my god, that was so funny too. I was like, why am I even talking to you then?
Well, you know, I do think if you don't want to tell your parents everything, then we should talk to your parents first before we talk to mine, because mine are probably gonna go tell your parents everything.
Sounds great.
Uh,
Yeah, but what do you do? What do you do if you can't lie? Do you just not think about what you're lying about?
I mean,
I don't know. I
it
guess.
is like an active choice to like link minds and communicate.
Yeah,
with them.
but like if you don't link minds, I feel like that would be sus.
Well, I do feel like there is some respect for privacy.
I'm sure there is some,
amongst
particularly
It
particularly now that we're
probably-
grown up. but
It probably also is just like I feel like for Kalishtar it would just be second nature to just communicate
sure.
that way.
yeah.
So there's a train.
So it'd be kind of weird if I just didn't do that.
Yeah.
We might need to have a conversation.
We'll do that. We'll have a conversation.
And I oop. Okay. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You get to see my family, I'm sure. It's been a long time since you've seen them.
Yeah.
And they will probably marvel at how you've grown, I'm sure, because you know you guys grow so fast.
His parents do that.
But yeah, and aside from all that, I'm sure my parents would make good food, and hopefully everything's okay. I guess I never really gave much thought about home because I wasn't thinking about going there, but my things have changed.
Oof.
It's gonna be a time.
It's gonna be a time, but hey, we're not alone.
Yeah. We do. Do we still need to talk to your family about how you came across the tome? Like why they have it?
I think they should know. Well, yeah. I want to know more about that, and I think they should know about the implications of that and what we found. We don't have to tell them about all the orbs of dragonkind, but we can tell them about that one. Because that's kind of personal at this point.
A little bit.
So, and I think they would be kind of, I'm sure they would like that story anyway, because, you know, Torbeer and then different kinds of
Oh, they would
dwarves.
love that. Yeah.
I think they would like that a lot. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, we still have time, but it just, yeah.
Something to think about.
For sure. Well, I'm always here if you need me. Tyloch related or not, so.
Aw.
Back at you.
Oh gosh.
What else would it's gonna take y'all some time to get to Tyloch. So what are some things that maybe y'all want to do as y'all travel?
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're
Same, probably.
looking
Every single day.
fucking book. Roll an intelligence check.
I'm gonna use a chronal shift.
Who's shocked? Not
Not me. No one. Oh, even worse. Really bad today. Really bad.
Oof.
It's okay, babes.
What'd you
No
get?
worries.
I got a straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8. That's why I said really bad today.
Oof. It evades.
I rolled a
today.
6 and then I rolled a 5 on the
Yeah.
chronal shift.
You don't really get any further in like piecing together this spell than you did the last time. You're kind of at a standstill. So
We might just do that separately because literally he's gonna do it every single day and
yeah, we'll circle back to this.
okay.
Yeah, Tonari, give me a wisdom check.
Okay. That is a 14.
A 14. Let me see. A 14. On this day, as you try to recall some of these memories in greater detail, it's just a bit, I don't know, it's a bit disjointed or hazy. You're trying to piece things together, but on this particular day, that it just sort of evades you a bit, and
Okay.
it's a bit of a struggle.
Understandable.
Anybody? Are we messaging anybody? Is there any other points of contact for? I don't know. Beginning of this.
I guess I could message Mortimer.
Have we
When did
all
we
met-
last message Mortimer?
The last
wow.
time you messaged Mortimer was like, I think it was when you were still in Kundrakar, which feels like a long time ago, but
It was like 3 days.
yeah, it
maybe.
was like 3 days ago.
Oh. Okay.
Also, did we long rest at all since?
Yes.
Okay, dope. All right, cool. Wasn't sure.
Um.
I'm glad you asked.
We're gonna give you a long rest.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm just gonna message my sister.
Oh.
Let her know that I'm still kicking. She don't gotta worry about it. And I don't know. Is there anyone else we think we should message or anything? Like I'm asking the group.
Casey, should we message like our families, be like, expect us or coming, or should we surprise them?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
I'm
You know what?
picturing Bo
Not.
showing up
No,
at the
because they
Cobalt
can think of
cell.
questions. They can think of questions if we tell them that we're coming. So no. Don't. No. We're not. I'm not. No. Anyone else?
We're not going to give them any time to play.
No.
I would hate to be y'all's parent.
Hey, I let my sister know I was coming.
You did.
Oh, you
But
did?
you were also scared of your sister. Your sister.
I also didn't talk to her for like.
Your sister was about to beat your ass.
Yeah. Your sister instilled the fear of God into your soul.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, you know what?
I'm not guilt tripping y'all into messaging your parents.
No.
I think it will be interesting and entertaining either way. Do whatever.
No,
you
I
want.
know.
I'm not.
I know. But like, we also haven't communicated with them in a minute. I haven't heard back. So, yeah. Blaze. I mean, so I'll describe my mom.
You just have to tell me her name.
Oh, okay, yeah. Her name's Rosalba.
Caroline.
I'm just joking.
Amazing.
Can you repeat her name? Sorry.
Her name is Rosalba. Here, it's in the chat.
Rosalda. Okay.
Yeah. Rosalba Batantuono.
I
So
like how Italian you make.
I love the Italian dwarves.
It
I
is an
love
Italian
it so
name.
much.
It's
it
so
is an
great.
Italian name, which
I
I did
love
not know
it.
would happen.
I love the idea of Italian dwarves. It's amazing.
Okay.
Me too. Oh, that's funny. But yeah,
What do you want me to tell her?
just tell her. We plan to visit Tyloch, the party. You can describe us if you. Well, actually, you only have so many words. Just tell her to expect me. Just tell her to expect. Oh God, should I tell her to expect just us? Because I don't want to say me and Tanari because. Well, Casey, you didn't say that you had found. Or did you say you had found Ko in the letter?
Yes.
I don't think you said he was traveling with you though.
No, I didn't. I just
Okay.
said I'd found him.
So I'll just say. So I'll just say.
The mob.
I'm writing that down.
Please.
Just have a
Please.
dwarf version of La Cosa Nostra.
We need it.
Please.
Dwarven
Amazing.
Mafia.
The mob.
A fucking great
I don't mess
idea.
around.
That is a great idea. Oh
I
Jesus.
would
That
once
would be
again
so
like to apologize
terrifying.
for
Yeah, that
giving
would be.
Amanda ideas.
Can there just be like a little section of like the dwarven Italian mob in Tyloch?
Blasi speaks with the fishes. No, so like, okay, yeah. So just tell her that to expect me and Tanari and the rest of us. I don't know how long do I think we'll be there, or till I think we'll be there. A couple weeks,
That's a good question.
Amanda.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
I mean, like, until you get there.
Yeah. What would my
yeah,
estimate?
probably 10 days to 2 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, just
Sure.
to expect us in that frame of time, and to pay a little visit, and yeah, and I love her. Yeah, tell her that.
Your mom's gonna
Okay.
cook up a whole feast.
So
I know.
I start the message and I say,
Okay.
"Hi, Mrs. Rosalba.
Amazing.
And then I guess I'll say, I'm a friend of Teo. We're all coming for a visit. Expect us in 10 days. She loves you and misses you." And that's my 25 words.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh man.
The epitome of awkward meeting of the parents.
Oh, me. Oh, me.
There would be some sort of pause before you would hear like, "Oh my goodness, my baby's coming home," and sort of just rambles on about like, oh, something about like, well, what do we need to prepare? Do we need to make the beds? Like, what kind of food do you want? Thinking that this can just be like a back and forth conversation and not understanding like how sending works, and general excitement and happiness. Yeah.
Amazing. I would not expect anything else.
Is not understanding spell work the like equivalent of parents not understanding technology?
It's such a boomer.
100%.
Amazing.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Perfect. I'm just gonna laugh and say, your mom doesn't know how spells work.
To be fair,
She seems nice though. She seems really nice though. She's already like wondering about how many beds she needs to make and
I mean, Karok's gonna take 3 beds, so.
truth.
Oh no.
And I mean, they're dwarves, so
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
they're short.
Yeah.
We'll have to like turn the bed sideways and stack 3 or 4 of them together.
Yeah.
It's like when Snow White just lays across all of them. But this
Literal.
time, Snow White is Karok, the Minotaur.
To be fair, that's so funny because I think my family technically is 7 because it's my parents, me, Amos, Emery, Tam, Tayana. Yeah, that's 7. There's literally 7 dwarves in my family. It's fine. I didn't think
That's
did
fine.
not
Amazing.
did
That
not
worked
plan
out
that. Just
phenomenally.
Incredible.
Unintentional greatness.
Unintentional greatness. Yeah. No, you know what? That sounds just like her, honestly. Well, it's good to hear that she's okay. And to be fair, I don't know how spells work either. So.
Oh man. All right. So
Oh.
let's see. So we'll come back to memories and trying to suss out those time spells in a second. At some point, maybe a couple nights into the journey, Karok, you eventually drift off to sleep, and you are once again dropped into a dream where you feel the Wild Mother's presence surround you. You don't see her, but something about the warmth of the breeze and the smell of the earth after a rain shower tells you that she is there. and you see a stone structure at the top of a grassy hill nearby.
I walk up to the stone structure.
Sure. The building is mostly open to the outside, almost like a stone gazebo or something of sorts. Stone columns support a domed roof with a large circular opening cut out of its center, letting the light sort of pass through. The stone floor is cracked and old, and in the center of this structure is a large stone table bearing the symbol of Helm's Watch. At the far end of the room is a woman with her back to you.
Shit, remind me again what Helm's Watch is.
Helm's
Do I know
Watch
what Helm's Watch
is
is?
You
It's
do
the
know what
little
Helm's Watch is.
heroes.
It's the heroes of old, the 6 heroes of old that
Oh.
fought the consort.
Gotcha.
Helm's Deep.
Literally what my brain goes to every time.
That's fair. That's fine.
Excuse me.
The woman turns and smiles at you. She's a beautiful elven woman dressed in teals and greens and golds. She has sun-kissed skin and dark brown hair, and she carries a long staff of gnarled, knotted wood. You must be a dear follower of Melora if we are having this meeting.
Yes. My name is Karak Thunderhoof, and you would be?
My name. She sort of ponders it for a while. Yes, I do think I have one. What was it? Elfina. Elfina the Kind, that's what they called me. Strange that I've nearly forgotten already.
How did you get here?
Well, I don't think this is quite real. I'm not really...
Alive?
I suppose that's the way to put it. I'm with the Wild Mother now.
I do need to speak with her about a particular person, entity. I'm not really sure what he is.
Well, she is always listening. What troubles you?
There is much uncertainty in my time.
There was much uncertainty in mine.
There is a war. It seems like the war that happened in your day is threatening to repeat itself, or is already repeating itself.
It's all a bit hazy, but I do remember some bits. It's odd to think back on the last time I was in this place, at this location. We all thought we were preparing for the last fight, and then that would be it, and everything would be fine. We were wrong.
It seems so. I'm assuming that I'm having this, I guess it is a dream, for some sort of purpose.
I think so. I think she wants us to exchange information. Perhaps she wants me to tell you about things I experienced, things that I know that might help you.
We are... My friends and I have been traveling, attempting to collect stones, orbs related to chromatic dragons.
Ah, yes, the orbs of dragonkind. Yes, it was in this room that we decided who would take which one. That was an odd day.
So did each of you carry one of the orbs?
Yes. I took the green. Dietrich took the blue. Nefer the white. Torvir the black. And the red. And then Servius took the mask. We took...
So there's
five
another
orbs.
thing that we...
No, you
Did,
know
did
about
we
the
know
mask.
about the mask? Okay.
Yeah, you know about the mask. You talked to Casimir about the mask. It's been a while, but
Yeah.
you do know about the mask. That's why we're having this conversation. We took that quest, the quest to hide them away, knowing it would be our last. And we didn't dare share where the other was going or hiding. But I know that out of the 6 of us, I was the last of Helm's Watch to fall, the 3rd to be murdered, and the 1st to have their orb taken from its fortress.
I believe I know where that one is now. You all, I'm assuming, did battle against the consort.
Yes. Many times, actually. And then... Well... Then Tiamat was unleashed, and then we did battle with her as well. It was hard. As battle normally is.
I believe the consort once again is in possession of the green orb. Along with a couple of others.
These words trouble her greatly, and she looks confused and worried.
I do not know for certain that it is indeed the consort, but she has a very large green orb in her throne room, and the banner of that continent is a green dragon. She appears as an elf, but something doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, I do hope you are wrong. I could have sworn that Bahamut told us that he would deal with the consort. I do hope surely That's troublesome.
If Bahamut, if the individual that I need to speak with the Wild Mother about is who I think he might be, Bahamut is not who he once was.
So Bahamut needs to speak with Melora. Interesting. I suppose he's trying to fix some mistakes.
Yes, that is what this man did tell me. He said something that was imperfect when it was done needed to be undone. But I do not know if these are the words of a god or a chronically insane geriatric who has delusions of speaking to gods. Or
Well,
it could be both.
I can't tell you if the person you've been speaking to is Bahamut or not, but I do know that the god in question sacrificed a great deal to save the world, but the solution was temporary. It was imperfect. And I personally think he was naive to think that he could save the world with so few allies. 6 of us and a handful of gods that hadn't given up just yet. It's not enough. I think many gods and goddesses, the Wild Mother included, were justified in their decision to exist behind the veil.
What were their reasons for that?
They gave us the world. They gave us nature and beauty and technology and magic, and we squandered it. We unleashed hell upon the earth that nearly destroyed the very thing they created.
So we were no longer worthy of their attention.
That's the leading thought. I think many of them still do care, but at the end there were the 6 members of Helm's Watch and 4 deities that met at this table and planned. And I think the rest, those that were not present, were just scared to hope.
If I may ask a question,
By all means.
where is this table located?
I'm not sure if it would exist anymore, but I think it would have been the continent of Morgaine, but I think your world has different names now.
Very different names, although not as different as you might think. I believe that continent now is known as Morrigan.
They're not very original when they change the names, are they?
Out of character, bit of a self-burn there? Apparently not.
We often met towards the center. That was sort of our, I don't know, meeting point, I suppose.
Toward the center of Morgaine.
But your world is much changed from
That it is.
From when Helm's Watch was whole.
Still, might be. It might be worth a look to check in the area around the center of Morrigan. See if I'm grasping at straws, honestly. Just to see if there could be anything here that could aid.
Do you have any other questions? About the orbs, about my compatriots, about what was?
How do the orbs and the mask work?
They are brought together, and there is normally somebody that wears the mask and performs this ritual. Almost like a summoning circle of sorts, but it's a very large circle. And it's a process. There are words to be recited, a certain number of individuals to be present and active in this ritual, and then when it's completed, there's a gateway to Avernus that she crawls out of in all her horrendous glory. The problem is that the orbs, as far as Helmwatch could find, and as far as Bahamut could tell, the orbs cannot be destroyed by any means that we know of. Which is why we hid them. But, I mean, you can't necessarily hide something forever. Can you?
I suppose not.
We certainly didn't pick good enough places. Perhaps you will be cleverer than I and my friends.
Perhaps not myself personally, but maybe one of my companions.
I will speak to Melora about your friend.
Yes, his name is Baba.
Okay.
As I said, there are reasons for me to believe that he could have some connection with Bahamut.
He did stay behind. It would be difficult for him to talk.
And he
with the
did say that his house was the crystal floating in the middle of our world. Yeah, things are checking out.
Interesting.
It is very strange, I know. I do not understand it myself. But he did say he was old friends with Melora.
Then perhaps this Baba and Bahamut are one and the same. I assume you speak of the Crystal of Anachrony.
If that is what it is called, then yes. Crystal floating in the middle of the
Yes.
planet. Yeah.
That would be the
With-
one.
5 islands floating around it.
Mm. Yes, that would be the one. Holding the world in stasis. One giant pause button.
Sorry, So, in stasis, you say?
That's my understanding. Honestly, the magic is a bit beyond me. I deal with plants and living things, not that.
I know that feeling. Is there anything else that you could tell me that could potentially aid?
I'm not sure what specifics could help you. I do believe that Aurelia can be saved if you and your companions learn from our mistakes and strive for more cooperation. I spent more of my life in isolation, protecting an object than I ever did walking the earth with my friends and the people around us. It worked for a time, but we could have done more. We didn't really try to unite the people. We saved them, but we didn't teach them how to save themselves. I hope that helps.
It does. Or rather, I believe it will. Thank
I
you.
wish you luck on your journey. The road is rough ahead, but you are not alone.
Thank you.
And she dissipates into like a cloud of petals and leaves that catch on the breeze. And you're sort of left in this room for a moment with that same sort of warm breeze and that smell of rain. It's calm and peaceful. And eventually you wake up. And why don't we take a lethal break, and then we will return. This part was recorded after the session had ended, but I think I'm going to stick it in right here because it makes a little bit more sense time-wise. So, here we go. Also, Bigler, I meant to remind you and totally forgot, but you probably would have wanted to look at those goggles that you picked up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
We can say that it's already happened, but
Okay.
I don't know how you want to look at them, but
I guess just because no one has identify, right?
I don't think
I don't.
Jesus doesn't give me access to that power.
Then I guess I would just examine them.
Make an Arcana check.
Finally, a good freaking roll. Holy moly.
Woohoo!
23.
23. Hang on. Well, I can tell you, right now that these seem definitely magical in nature. They seem old. They seem like some sort of very old sort of magical item. It also seems like there is maybe some degree of divination magic tied to these goggles. Or that's the school of magic that whatever these goggles can do comes from. Yeah. They don't give you bad vibes.
Well, then I would have put them on and seen what they did.
Okay.
I would inform people that I was doing this, though.
Okay. Until you attune to them, they are just normal.
Then I will attune. Can I attune to them? I might be maxed.
Well, can you?
I'm about to check. I'm maxed on attuned items, so someone else would have to try. Or I guess I would have time to unattune and then reattune if I decided I didn't want to keep them.
Yeah, if you want to
So.
do that.
We'll do that for now.
Okay. So you want to attune to them?
Yeah.
Okay. In D&D Beyond, you can look up. Actually, I'm gonna whisper this to you.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, you do not get to listen in on this whisper. This is just between me and the player. Now let's get back to the story. Goodness gracious. Alright. Well, so, a couple more days go by. Ash, why don't you give me, why don't you give me another intelligence check?
Different dice.
Okay.
We're gonna re-roll that because that was a nat 1.
It's a new day, so...
Yeah, exactly. We're not gonna use that dice. I picked a new dice and it did me even dirtier than the last dice did. Wow, that's a 3 plus 3 is 6. So I guess the dice really don't want me to know anything.
I love it when the dice are on my side. Also, Karok, you can share...
Oh yeah, 100% sharing fucking everything.
Yeah.
Just absolutely dishing. And, like, running to get that book on the, on Helm's Watch to see if I can learn anything about Elfina.
Sure.
Or, like, what all they did. Because she said to learn from their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And Karok overthinks things. So, yeah.
Mood.
Yeah, so you spend time poring over this book and trying to learn as much as you can. You know that Elfina the Kind was a druid elf, member of Helm's Watch. It seems, based off of your dream, she was probably a follower of the Wild Mother. You know that her and her 5 companions were these heroes of old that constantly were fighting against the consort. And they also fought with the gods, or whatever gods remained, against Tiamat and the forces that they brought up from hell. Let's see, what else? What else could you glean that you maybe didn't always know? It was interesting to hear her say that she was the last to fall. Nobody really knows what became of all of the members of Helm's Watch. You recently learned that Torvir eventually died of old age in his fortress. But it's interesting to hear Elfina say that she was the last one to fall. Because you know that Torvir was probably fairly long-lived as a dwarf, so, and you know that elves can live for a very long time as well, so that was some interesting information.
She also said that she was the third to be murdered.
Yeah, that was...
So it seems like some of her friends met some grisly demises. Third to be murdered, but first to have her orb taken from its fortress.
I should have asked her where her fucking fortress was. Damn it.
Hindsight.
Yeah. Because I have a feeling I know who or what organization stole it.
Oh, absolutely. I wonder if that organization also murdered her.
Oh, probably.
Since she was the last to fall.
Probably.
Also, she's an elf. Empress is an elf. Did they take her body? I don't know, man.
You
But
do
it's-
know that Elfina, yes, she's an elf. She doesn't look like Ysira. They look like 2 different people.
That's racist,
Cool.
Claudia. Not all elves look the same.
Listen, she had the green orb too. If she had the red one or something, I wouldn't think twice. But now I'm like, shit. The green orb.
Ysira is pale with blonde hair. Elfina's like got sun-kissed skin and dark brown hair.
That is true. That is true. She is tanner, but
She's like wood elf.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wood elf. But you know, I don't know.
Yes, Ysira has more of that high elf energy.
Now I'm just thinking of
Oh, I'm thinking of that one bitch
That
from the
Dimension
College of
20 video.
Winterhold in Skyrim.
When I think of what Ysira probably looks like, it's kind of like Galadriel.
Mm.
You said high elves, and all I could think of, Amanda, was that Dimension 20 video where they just shit on elves. I just want
Tenejares.
you to know that.
Jaris. Go judge.
Georgia.
Joy judge. I love Dimension 20.
Well, fast left rail.
Oh man. Yeah.
Sorry.
And you would have also found it interesting for her to say that like she said that they met at the table with gods.
With gods.
She said four other gods met with them at that table.
So assuming Bahamut. Probably for sure.
Seems like a fair assumption.
And not Melora. Probably. Because she said Melora was one of the ones that wanted to not you know.
I don't know.
Isn't Bahamut like subservient to
Gotta ask.
Torm?
Isn't what?
Isn't Bahamut subservient to Torm? I feel like if Torm wasn't in there, Bahamut might not be in there. I don't know.
Well, it did say Bahamut was the one who I should have asked who the gods were.
You did
But I
ask a lot,
didn't.
though.
Hmm?
You asked just about everything else, though. I mean, you got. But yeah, because of Bahamut's relationship with Torm, I'm like, Torm? Question mark? But, I don't know.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know.
That's the only one I can think of. The other ones, I'm like,
She said that the ones that met with them at the table were like the only ones that hadn't completely given up.
right, yeah.
So maybe at the time, Melora was there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was interesting that she said that Baba, of course, he would have trouble speaking to us.
Well,
Like, I
she said
wonder
he
what
gave
it
up a
was.
lot.
Yeah, I'm wondering what exactly it was he gave up.
probably.
Like, was it his sanity? Was
She
it
also
like...
said that he stayed behind,
Yeah.
which made it difficult for him to speak
Yeah.
with them.
His dragon form, for sure, he probably gave up.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Poor thing. He wants to help and he just. It's difficult. Yeah. Wait, there's a god named Mask, right? I know he's not exactly related to the Mask, but like. Maybe. I don't know. I'll look at it. This says campaign.
Any and all connections.
I don't.
Okay,
I've
can I
gotten-
get a refresher on what the mask is? Because
Yeah.
when I looked at my notes and
I
I
remember
didn't write it.
I remember it being a big deal.
Casimir told you that there is a mask of dragon kind.
Here's what I found.
Fun.
Yes.
And he said that it's. Hang on, let me see. Or no, it's the mask of the Dragon Queen.
Mask of Dragon.
And he told you about it, and he said that they. I think he said that it's being protected.
That's good.
Oh, I remember
That does-
that now. Okay.
I just remembered it wasn't the Mask of Many Faces. I just remember that much.
Yes.
I remember him saying that they had it somewhere and it was being protected.
Well, we at least have that. We at least have that, boys.
Yeah, but how well protected is it really? Like, I trust Cass, but also...
Yeah, true.
I don't think he told you where it is or who's
No.
protecting it, but
Correct.
currently
Okay.
it's being protected somewhere.
Stressful.
Yep. Those collectathons, man.
It's
fine. Okay.
Let's see. Tanari, would you like to make another wisdom check to try to recall something?
Sure. That was Not better. That was worse. That was 12.
Both you and Ash, it's you're having a hard time. And
I know. I also switched dice, and I also get advantage on wisdom. Like,
yeah, you know what it probably is? It's probably because you're getting close to home, and that's freaking you out.
What's
That's
my
fair.
excuse?
Well, you just dealt with time magic, and that's kind of
That's true. It's a little
Well,
trippy.
plus I
and
told you what
also-
what the crystal was called, and you're like,
Yeah, also that.
stress out
I
the
cannot
wazoo,
believe
man.
you just dropped that in the middle of that dream sequence.
yeah. I wasn't planning to even drop that in that dream sequence, but it felt like it. Felt like a good moment.
It was a good one.
Literally, I don't know if you saw my face, but I must have done like a double
was really
fucking
funny.
take.
I was watching. I was watching your face.
She said, I'm going to drop this and just see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, for over a year now, every time we talk about the crystal, I have to just say, the crystal core. Like, I can't call it what it is. Now I can. Yeah. You know, we're probably nearing the, getting close to a full week. Y'all are probably almost to the sort of Bex Hill adjacent area. Anything else y'all would want to do? Talk about message?
At that point, I would message Mortimer, because it's been a hot minute now.
Okay, sure.
And I'd probably message Dolly as well. Just be like, hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay. We're headed to Tyloch. Wish us luck. We're not dead yet, but we might be.
Is this to
Something like
Mortimer or to Dolly?
Yeah,
Okay.
to Mortimer.
Mortimer would probably say something to the effect of like, "Oh, hello. So good to see you. Hear you? Do you want us to come to you, or your friend is she's getting a little, I don't think she likes me." and it'll probably cut off somewhere around there.
Do we know where they are right now? Did he tell us that in the update?
Marinock.
Yeah, they're in Marinock.
I knew that. I wrote that down
Yeah, you
somewhere.
You do know that.
I have too many notes. Okay, so they're in Marinock, which is still in
Oh yeah.
Amarine.
Yeah, and you haven't necessarily told them where to try to go.
Oh. I'm gonna look to the party and I'm gonna go, do we want Lilith to smuggle Mortimer to Tyloch? They're still in Amarine.
Just picturing Mortimer and Tyloch.
I'm
It's
just
like a
picturing
month of
Mortimer
flying
with
time,
Lilith.
too.
I'm trying to picture Lilith and Tyloch.
In
Oh.
Tyloch, yeah.
I don't know that I want Lilith and Tyloch.
Yeah. Here's the deal.
What would she gain from Tyloch?
Period. Like,
I don't
What
know,
could she
bargaining chips.
exploit out of them? Pumpkins?
Potato.
Give me all your squash.
here's the deal.
I
Okay.
just don't want her around my family.
That's fair.
The whole point of Lilith and Mortimer was to get him out of Amarine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And then more happened.
they crashed also.
I'm just saying, if they meet up with us, then when we teleport away, they can teleport with us.
It could take him like a month to fly
Yeah.
from Marinock to Tyloch.
That's a long
right.
time.
I guess I wasn't thinking about that.
That's the thing. Like, it would be great to have Mortimer with us. But for one,
Do we
I
want
don't
to try
wanna-
to, like,
Now,
set a meeting place?
I think at one point you talked to Missa Mocket,
Oh yeah.
and you asked her where different teleportation circles were.
Oh yeah.
There
Yes.
is one in Marinok. So if you wanted them to try and go somewhere else, theoretically, they could probably, I don't know. They'd have to find somebody to send them, but
Right.
Right.
They have to have teleportation circle.
theoretically,
I mean-
they could.
We
Okay.
could give them is sigils for the circle and the floating market. Is that something you can communicate over sending?
No. Sending is words.
I guess what I mean to say is, because there's a teleportation circle in Marinok, there's probably people in Marinok that could help them teleport
Like-
somewhere, theoretically.
But it's wartime, so would they help them teleport to Morrigan?
Well, that would be a whole thing. You'd probably have to rely on some dark connections from
That Lilith has.
and hope for the best.
Okay, I'm gonna cast another message back to Mortimer, and I'm gonna say, well, first. Do we know that there's shit happening in Axrath right now,
Yeah. I wouldn't exactly send people to Axrath.
and Cass hasn't messaged me to say things have calmed down.
Right.
So, do I know that there's a circle in Ebenmeyer?
You know that there's one in Marinok,
Ipsport.
in Ipsport. You know that there's one in Northbridge and
Northbridge.
Axrath, and there's probably one in Aleophalis. I mean, Tanari started to piece that one together, but
And we have the floating market.
yeah, in the market.
I'm trying to find Ipsfort. Oh, I know it. I don't know why I'm blanking on that. It's not on the map, but I know where it is. I'm
Right.
freaking
Yeah.
stupid.
That place you were just
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna send a message to Casimir.
in. Okay.
Have things calmed down in Axrath yet? Yeah. Trying to get an ally to safety, but only know of a few cities with teleportation circles available.
It's a little while before he replies. And he'll say, I would not recommend Axrath at this moment. Is there some place more neutral that they could go? Maybe in a few days I could... I don't know, I kind of need Zephyr here right now. I fucking hate myself.
I didn't say. I didn't.
You're trying
say
to
that
move
they could,
somebody around, but like, you know.
but I also didn't. I didn't imply that they could get themselves there.
Yeah, that's why...
Which is why he responded the way he did. Okay. Also, LMAO, he needs Zephyr. Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely a throuple.
Say that.
Oh, God.
Mm.
I hate myself.
Zephyr's the unicorn.
going to message Mortimer and I'm going to say, hang tight for a while. Axrath is a little iffy right now, but that in a couple days I will give you an update. Wait, give me a second. I wasn't counting. Hang tight for now. Axrath is a little iffy right now, but in a couple days I'll give you an update. Okay, I got 5 more words. Use Lilith's connections to teleport. Boom. Done.
I'm imagining Mortimer turning to Lilith and being like, ooh, we're gonna use your connections to travel across the world. Oh, jeez. Eventually there's a reply that's like, okay, can do. I passed that message on to Lilith and she just started laughing. Not sure what that means. Stay safe. And that's it. Oh, man.
Amazing.
You know, fair.
Jeez. Y'all have been trying to reconnect with Mortimer for, like, literally half a year.
Listen, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oof.
Goodness.
Unfortunate.
Goodness. Ash and Tonari, I will allow you another attempt.
Different dice.
You can do it!
Believe in you.
I believe.
12.
12.
Better than a nat 1. That's all I'll say.
True.
That looked like good news.
I got 2 18s.
Hey!
Heyo!
There we go.
I've never gotten the same thing
There
on
we
2 different
go.
dice at the same. Like I dropped them at the same time, and they both got 18s, plus 3 for wisdom. So woo!
Tonari, you get.
Hang on. Let me get ready to type.
I can tell you right now that it's gonna be 2 memories.
Okay, cool.
And let me pull up some of my notes.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. The first memory is a bit odd. It starts out kind of dim and hazy, and you can hear someone shouting something at Konari, but it kind of takes a second before you, or rather he, can understand what's being said. But eventually the voice becomes clear enough and you hear, who do you fight for? Who do you fight for, Konari? Come on, who do you fight for? And it's with this last cry that everything sort of snaps into focus, and you realize that Reyna is gripping his shoulders and seems to be the one that was shouting. There you are. I was beginning to think you weren't going to wake up. Now that I've got your attention, let's try that again. Who do you fight for? And Konari sort of squares his shoulders before, somewhat in his normal timid fashion, I fight for my family. Tanari, Dunari, my parents. I fight for Tyloch, for the woods. And Reyna smiles. Good. Then they haven't taken that yet. Konari looks around, tries to get his bearings, and he looks at his hands, and you see that he has all 10 fingers, and Reyna notices his gaze. Yeah, mine are back too. Pierce says that they brought someone in to grow them back. I guess having us running around with a bunch of missing fingers was a bit too conspicuous for the Enclave. And Ko just keeps staring at his hands. How long were we out? She finishes. Pierce says it's been about 5 months. I only just woke up myself. Not the longest we've been controlled, but not the shortest. I'm not sure how much more time we have of clarity. They're sending me and Pierce to Northbridge soon, and it sounds like Sildren has other plans for you. Stay safe. And he nods, and then that memory sort of ends. The second memory that you get is this sort of scene or area that looks like dilapidated ruins within a thick forest. The trees have a sense of familiarity about them, though the exact terrain you do not recognize. The ruins don't look like much, save for a wide staircase descending downward into the ground. In this memory, you hear your brother ask someone, "Why have we come here, Father Sildren?" And the cold voice answers back, "Checking in on someone. Don't be curious, Deacon, or you'll have the wrath of both Ysira and Fadok to contend with." The eyes you are seeing through turn and you face the familiar form of the green-cloaked man. Behind him, the trees tower over the area, and above the canopy you can see the spire stretching upward, close enough to nearly fill the sky. And that memory fades as well.
Great.
Woo.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Let's see, what else? Anything else that y'all want to do on this particular day? You're about halfway through your journey. Otherwise, we will just progress.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, as y'all continue on and start to pass by this sort of Beck's Hill area, it does get pretty stormy. Even though it's technically supposed to be daytime, it's like pouring, the sky is dark, there's thunder and lightning and all of that lovely stuff that's happening. And you well, let's say let's have everybody make a perception check.
It would help if I didn't roll my dice off of the bed.
15.
15.
15 as well.
29.
Jeez.
Fuck. I got an 11, so I don't see anything.
Ash, what did you get?
A 15. That's what I
Oh,
said.
okay, gotcha. Did anybody else not say what their score was? Okay. Well, definitely with the 29, Elzaris, you notice, a small collection of dark, shadowy figures that are just sort of hovering just off of the marketplace, just sort of in the sky. And then you also notice tiny little balls of sort of bluish light that appear near them as well.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, I point that out to the party.
How many shadowy figures?
You count 3 shadowy figures and 4 little globules of light.
Okay. All right. I guess we just prepare for battle. Elzars, do they look? You see, because Amanda said shadowy. Is it shadowy because they're so far away and it's dark, or are they like spectral? I guess.
That's a good question.
I'll say with your 29, they do seem somewhat incorporeal. Which might, I don't know, explain some of their appearance, but there is something kind of, I don't know, there's something very creepy and off-putting about these figures. They're sort of humanoid in shape, but they think Dementors.
I was wondering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think Dementors.
I was typing the word Dementors.
Yeah.
I love that for us. So
Amazing.
exciting. So fun and flirty and fresh. Love it.
30, flirty, and thriving. So
Yep.
are they just like they're like in the air basically?
Yeah, they're kind of hovering just off the bow, I guess, of whichever part of the market y'all are on. They're just sort of there on the perimeter, just sort of watching.
I'll approach them.
Okay.
Do they do anything? Just by being in proximity? Oh no.
The one nearest to you, starts to move, and it passes through part of the ship until it is, sort of more behind you, like it's trying to get a better look at you.
But they're not aggressive yet?
I guess not. I haven't hurt me.
Have I read about anything like this? Like,
Make an intelligence check, or intelligence.
okay, 14 plus 3 is 17?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, these shadowy figures, they seem very close to the descriptions you have read of creatures called wraiths. And, they're not good things.
Oh, fantastic.
I will convey that to everybody.
Yeah. Should we defeat them then?
What are the balls of light?
They start to move closer, balls of light included. And they're slowly trying to surround you.
Okay, we need to take these things out. They
Let's
are not
go.
good.
Let's go.
We need to go ahead.
Yeah.
So as y'all prepare for battle, and as these things start to get closer and closer to you, we're going to stop right there.
So
We'll pick up the fight. Alright, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.